AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
So for those who have just joined us, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eastland Football Club. It's the Football Level League Division 2 Grand Final Day. We've got egg and bacon rolls available for sale at the Giles Craig Tiger Tent right next to the Caravan. Preferably good coffee in the sports bar right next to the canteen. Entry via the viewing deck. Hope you had an enjoyable day. Good luck to all the competing teams. May the best team win.
And what a fantastic game we've just witnessed there in the under-19s. The perfect entree to a massive day of football here. And of course, we've still got 2 games to come. This time it's Knox and Templestowe here at Walker Park in Mitcham. My name's John O'Van. A pleasure to join you once again. But alongside me this time, there's been a change of bowler at the grandstand end. His name is Jared Beanland. Welcome, mate. How are we?
I'm great. It's so good to be here, Jono. Well done to you and Ryan for that great call of the Under-19s Grand Final. Great game. I hope we get a close one here between Knox and Templestowe coming right up. I'm very much looking forward to this. Coming to you live from Walker Park, of course. This all-important clash between 2 teams that you know, they've had interesting runs throughout the finals series and throughout their entire campaigns this year, both teams, especially Templestowe, definitely one that I want to focus on to start with.
2 versus 3 as well. It's going to be a great contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Templestowe went 9-9. They just made it into the finals for this year. Decent percentage though, 137.35. So that sort of like undercuts a little bit of that flaky win-loss ratio, but they've powered through the finals, come from nowhere really, defeating the likes of the Basin Boronia and East Burwood on their way. And the Knox have only had to play the 2 finals against Boronia and East Burwood themselves, so it's going to be interesting. There's a definite underdog in this situation.
And beating the Rams as well did Knox by the barest of margins. What was it, 3? What was it? Well, no, I thought I saw 65-62 for a second there, but no, it was actually 65-52.
That's it for Knox.
A few standouts for the Falcons, especially Adam Whitten, who's kicked 17 goals to date. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with today. But say you want to focus on Templestowe, who are the players to stand up for the Dockers? Well,
it's definitely going to be Mazzarotti. Chris Mazzarotti, 31 goals on the season. The last time these 2 teams played, Templestowe kicked 6 goals. All of them were Chris Mazzarotti. So the sole goal kicker in that last game, and it was a close game as well. They only went down by 4 points, did Templestowe. That was 6-2, 38 to 6-6, 42. very much a...
That's a barest of margins type scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Alex Kapsalis, best on ground there for Knox, I might add. And an interesting sort of like quarter-by-quarter scoreline. Templestowe were up by 4 goals to no score at quarter time. So a big comeback win there for Knox. So it was an interesting duel, and it sort of, again, undercuts Templestowe's last performance against Knox. The first time they met this year, Templestowe went down 0 goals 6 to Knox 10 goals 5. So they've definitely improved throughout the year, and one could say that they are peaking at the right time. And Knox, you know, they'll have to be on their guard here against Templestowe. Both of them having beaten East Burwood, arguably the best team throughout the home and away season. They were the minor premiers in this Division 2 reserves competition. So bundled out in the finals by both of these teams, essentially, after they had the second chance. And they were ran over the top of by Templestowe. It was a come from behind victory by Templestowe. Quarter time, it was 4 goals to 1 in the favour of the Rams. Templestowe came back and ran over the top of them in the final quarter. It was, yeah, it looked like a fantastic performance on paper.
Falcon boys are winners. Falcon boys are we. Falcon boys are fearsome as can be. We never fight or quarrel. We never disagree. And the password of the Falcons is strive for victory. So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus. Knox Falcons on the ball. Good old Knox Falcons, we're champions, you'll agree. Knox Falcons is the team that plays to win for you and me. So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus, Knox Falcons on the ball.
And the club song cut short mysteriously there.
Might be the first time I've actually heard Away Doc and Doris in the EFNL, and surprisingly, Templestowe is not the song that I expected, but here it is.
We're the best, we stood the test, we are better than the rest. We are the team from Templestowe. We're the team that sticks together, it's always our endeavor to win wherever we go. We all honor the jumper by day and by night, and we never give up trying with all of our might. Then no more we will lag till we win that treasure flag. We are the team from Templestowe. We're the
And once again, the club song cut short there. But always good to hear the Rotagunda guy as a club song. It's absent from the AFL echelons, but at local footy, it's quite common.
Perhaps the next AFL team could take a few pointers.
Yeah.
But look, what a fantastic. Well, it is a fantastic day. The sun's peaked out early in the under-19s, but of course, there's still plenty of football to come here at Walker Park, and both teams are out on the field as we know. And well,
There are
get a tip, Jared.
Yeah, I'm going to have Knox in this one. It's tempting to go the underdog story. Templestowe, you know, as I said, they've come from the clouds this final series. Absolute shock wins over Boronia and East Burwood. So it would be nice to see the Dockers get up, but the Knox Falcons, they've proven themselves throughout the season. 15 wins, 3 losses. Second best team in the home and away season. Second to East Burwood, as we were saying before. And definitely a couple of players there for Knox who we need to keep an eye on. Number 5, Brett Holst. He's kicked 49 goals for the season. He played some senior games last year in 2021 for the Knox seniors team. And another player that has played some senior footy for Knox is Bradley Wild, and I've never seen this before. I've never seen a 3-digit number.
Is that actually?
No, I spotted him out. I spotted him out there. He's wearing the number 102.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, usually, unless now, is it a bit of tape? Can we see him somewhere out in the field at the moment, Jared? Because because usually it's usually down to, you know, maybe a bit of black tape on the side of a number. But why would you have a number of a bit of black tape to mark 02 or something like that? I mean, the last time, because, you know, usually a 3-digit number comes as a result of numbers doubling up, and so you just put the black tape down the side, and you know, so basically a number 16 becomes number
116 or 161. Yeah,
161. I've seen before, and have had those numerological type conspiracy theories spread around the place.
Yep.
For those who might be watching this that know me, but I would say that perhaps that wouldn't be the case. So players and umpires pretty much ready to go for the pre-game ceremony here at Walker Park for the second time today. The Reserves Grand Final between Knox and Templestowe. And of course, this afternoon, the senior game, who it escapes me about who it's between, Jared.
It's Ringwood and South Belgrave.
That's going to be a great game.
It is. It is absolutely going to be a fantastic game. I was actually at the Ringwood South Belgrave the first time, the game that they played the first time this season, back in round, I want to say 6 or 7. And, you know, it was close all day. You know, all 3 quarters were, first 3 quarters were very close. South Belgrave just broke them open in the end. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that game this afternoon. I'll be down on the boundary line with Josh Ward.
Going again.
Yep, going again.
Very good. So the tradition. So as is tradition, the premiership photos have been taken, and we're just about set to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Walker Park for today's Eastland Division 2 Reserves EFNL Grand Final between Knox and Templestowe. We begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples here today. Would you now please be upstanding and join with the players, coaches and the umpires for the Australian National Anthem.
I'll say it. I've said it once. I'll say it again. There is nothing like the Julie Anthony version of the Australian National Anthem. And of course,
it's a classic, isn't it?
It is an absolute, undoubted classic. Glad that the Australian government could actually allow 73-year-old Julie Anthony to come back and record just that one word. Of course, that one word being one.
Well, yeah.
Well.
Just speaking of numbers,
yes, indeed.
I have seen the 102 over there, Brad Wild.
There's the number 1 again.
It's indeed. It's just the straight up jumper. It's printed on the jumper. He's just in the huddle there. I don't think you can quite see him now.
That is absolutely iconic. I mean,
yeah, we'll see him plenty during the game.
A printed number, and
with 3 digits. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. absolutely amazing.
We will see him plenty during the game, of course. He's kicked 20 goals in 11 games for the Rezzies this year, 8 times in the best, and he's also played 8 senior games for the Falcons this year, which you know, I think speaks to the quality of his performance in this grade.
And indeed, the quality of the Knox Falcons is they've got players that happy to hop around between the grades and own and earn justified promotions. So
Indeed.
we're in a different. Are we in a different centre circle?
Oh, is it different from the game that was played just before?
I think we are. Hang on, just let me.
So the players just running to their positions now. It's going to be an interesting game here between the Falcons and Dockers. Jono, what have you come up with? Is it a different one?
Sorry,
a different centre circle?
I believe it is, actually,
nice.
according to legendary producer and media manager Matt Fodia. What an absolute legend he is. And,
do you have a tip for this game, Jono?
I reckon it's going to be Knox.
Yep.
Much more comfortably than what we saw in the under-19s grand final. But to get us underway, here's Jared Beanland.
Well, I hope it is just as close. So up they go in the centre. Putting it to ground was Pantanaggio. I'll get that name in a second. And it's a bit of a scrimmage there in Knox. That's Panagiotou.
I reckon it's Panagiotou.
Panagiotou. Oh, yep.
It's a bit. It's a Greek name, so
the
a little bit
G,
difficult to pronounce.
The G is a little different there. So another ball up there. We've only gained about 10 or 15 metres that way. Good tap down there by the ruckman for Templestowe. It was a kick away by Knox, however. Running onto it there is Sakas. He just gets hold of the ball, gets it to a teammate there in Price. Bit of a scramble there as the kick comes away from Daly. That was well done there by him down the ground. And just over the line there where the boundary meets the arc, we'll have our first throw-in of the day as the ruckman make their presence known. That's Taratuta, Max Taratuta there for Templestowe in the 28, and the tap down, however, goes from Liam Carroll for Knox. Roved, however, by Templestowe. Long kick inside forward 50, and a great mark there by Josh Yanardis. And he's going to go back and see if he can slot Templestowe's first. Oh no, it's turned over. And so Knox will take it away. A bit of a scrappy kick. Gathered there by McLeod. He gets it towards the goal square, and it's just hit the behind post, and we'll have a throw-in.
There was a partial signal from the goal umpire as they confer, and it is confirmed. No score. So we will have a throw-in for the first time today, a traditional throw-in. As the Dockers all sorts here trying to pick up the football, and I'll tell you what, there was plenty of ball-ups in the first game, the under-19s, between the Basin and Mulgrave, of course, where the Bears won out 1-point victors. Up we go again, and it's Knox to come out here to the centre wing on broadcast side. A one-on-one contest as players come to meet it, and there's the 102 there in Wild. They send it down, so the first position for him, and there's probably nothing more iconic here as Knox get a free kick.
There's a number 9 there.
The number 9.
We don't have for Knox. It's gone inside forward 50. Gathered there by the Templestowe defender Daly. Gets it out. Oh, his kick was intercepted there by Luke Evans. He's a kick and a half from goal there. High ball towards the top of the goal square. The defenders fly. No mark taken there. Brett Holst was. I think he interfered with the defenders. No, he was interfered with by the defenders, and he's going to take Knox's first kick at goal for the day. Brett Holst, as I mentioned in the pre-game, 49 goals for the season for the Knox Rezzies. From the pocket, bit of an angle to deal with, but he's going to go with the regulation drop punt for this one. Comes in on the right, he's just skewed it across the face, and it's one behind there to Knox. Templestowe to kick it in. It's going to be Jack Price to take that duty, as we'll get the ball back. Currently, of course, it's Knox, one behind Templestowe, no score, 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. So Jack Price to assess his options as players break from the huddle. Good old strategy there for the Dockers on that kick in. So a bit of a chip kick there. Oh, it bounced off the chest there of Abziri. He gets it to a teammate there in McLeod. He wasn't able to take control of the ball. And Knox will wrap it up. We'll have a ball up there. It was John McGowan, the tackler in that case. So the ruckman, Taratuda, tried to wrestle out of the ruck. No clear possession, however. And it's just an absolute scramble on this near side. And we'll get another ball up, Jono.
Pretty much the closest the play has been all day so far.
No, closest to us, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The closest to us. Yeah, as Carroll sends the golden fist forward, but it's Carter to collect for Templestowe. It's a teammate to work for him in, I think it was Carter.
Out on the
goes
full.
Forward, out on the full. And a fairly ordinary kick at that. Just going to get info on who that number 9 is for Knox, as Carroll again takes a mark, sends it inside 50 to a one-on-one contest, and a great mark almost taken. I think that was by Forgan. And in deep there again is the number 102, Bradley Wild. I hope we call his name way too much today, because a man with such a high number deserves to get leather poisoning. So play continues here. Great tackle there from the Knox player. As Templestowe come around, only as far as a handful of Knox players. One of them was Canning, who missed the football. Grubber of the half volley was to the number 14, who we don't have either. And here's Woodward, I think. Coming forward is the number 9 for Knox. The kick to the top of the goal square to Walton, well, almost to the top of the goal square, just about 5 metres short, is very good. And he'll have a shot on goal here. The slightest of angles here for Tom Walton.
Knox have been controlling the play for the most part in these early stages. Templestowe struggling a little bit. So Walton comes in. Just one behind.
Misses. So the number 9 is Lachlan Stuckey.
It is Lockie Stuckey. Right, okay.
We need the number 14 as well. So we'll get that to you very shortly.
Indeed. So to take the kick in once again is Price, Jack Price for Templestowe. Once more assessing those options. Knox, just the two behinds. Templestowe, no score yet. Tense start. And now back inside forward 50 there for Knox. It was a well-measured kick, and it's been marked there by Tim Lachlan. And yet another shot at goal here for Knox. Eventually, they're going to have to make the most of these early opportunities here for the Falcons. Consistently presenting themselves. They've done well to lock it inside their forward 50, but need to make the most of it. So Timothy Lachlan, the number 2 for the Falcons in the long sleeves. Purposeful run in on the right. Kick looks like it has just faded to the right. Once again, they are all missing to the right here, the Falcons. And another kick in here, this time to be taken by Jeremy Sakis.
I guess you could say the kick looked all right, but all it was all right. 2 words, not just one. So the Dockers bring it in here. This time going to the outer side wing. The back of players will fly for this one, or no, they won't, as it goes out directly in front of the Eastern Footy Netball League gazebo. So we'll call it the gazebo wing. So shout outer broadcast wing as conditions slightly worse in here. Hopefully the rain stays away. Play continues here. A ball in. The players converge.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit windy, isn't it?
Another ball in on centre wing. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it is getting a little bit windy, isn't it? Hopefully that won't affect the play too much.
So the Dockers try and advance But the Knox defenders are putting on great pressure as the umpire signals to his partner to throw it in just to the left of the Eastland logos. And we'll do it all again as the Dockers have gained some meterage. Ball comes spinning back into play. Cantwell was in there for the Dockers. Umpire just letting play go for the moment, but would probably be forced to blow his whistle, cross himself and say, "I'll have it, boys," on the outer side wing, right in front of the EFNL and Carstell's logos.
So, ball goes up. There was a tap there for Templestowe, but it's not going to result in possession. It resulted in a Knox possession, but then holding the ball. So well tackled there by the Dockers. So they can go a couple kicks from home here to the top of the goal square. They fly. Oh, it's Maserati to take it. He's going backwards to go forwards, you'd think.
Oh dear.
That was an interesting option. He saw a man in space who ended up getting tackled. And the ball has gone over the line. I'm confused by that kick. He must have just had absolutely no options around him and saw a man in space who wasn't exactly in as much space as he thought.
It's backfired for sure. The lone Knox ruckman goes up for it, and they advance forward, the Falcons. Ball lands just shy of the top of the 50. Still might be on here, though, the Falcons. And there's a stoppage. There was 2 whistles. What are the umpires going to do here? Looks like it is just a brief pause in play. I think it is a blood rule, yes, as a Dockers player comes off here. And we'll get a restart in play. That, of course, is Chris Maserati coming off under the blood rule. Play restarts at the top of the 50. Rucks go at it. No one can get clear possession, except for a Knox player out the back. Great work as they try and gain meterage. But it's a turnover, and Templestowe have it, sending a kick forward past the Eastland EFNL logos. Pretty much in a similar spot to where it was about 2 minutes ago.
Indeed. It seems like deja vu. Once again, Rocks will go at it. Cantwell for Templestowe, but the tap down came from Sam Woodward. And the Knox Falcons get it away. That was a scrappy kick off the deck. Ended up with Tom Walton, but the boundary line was too close for him. And he ran it over. Currently, Knox just the 3 behind. So they've had their opportunities early. 11.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Good tap down there, but it was directly to Daly there for Templestowe. Kick inside forward 50, however, comes for Knox. Oh, is sharked well by Steen. Steen on the right. He's kicked the first goal for the Falcons in the grand final. Well done to Matthew Steen.
It's come at last.
It has come at last. 139. That's Knox. Templestowe yet to score. 12 minutes gone in the first quarter.
So the breakthrough finally comes for the men in red. And this potentially is, even though it's been a hard-fought first 12 minutes, just like the game before it, set the tone for a very competitive game. So here, the Dockers have a chance to respond. A different centre circle this time compared to the under-19s. The Rucks go at it. Clark in the tap down, but it's all Knox at the moment. It's down their end for the moment, only as far as 5 metres or so from the centre circle. Go at it again. The Knox Ruck gets the tap down. Umpire will cross himself though a few metres forward as the Knox Falcons gain valuable metres. Clever little tap down from the back there from Adam Whitten, I think it might have been, or maybe it was Carroll. Gains further metres for the Falcons, and this is where it's got to break open here, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. Who can take the clearance away? Looks like it might be Knox, so they just couldn't quite keep hold of it. In the end, they do, however, get the kick inside forward 50. There's Steen, the goal kicker. Couldn't quite take possession of it because the Dockers were able to get it away. Good kick there, and it was marked, I think, by Clark there. Secondary ruckman just hitting in now for Taratuto, who's off the ground currently. It was a good kick down the ground. Picked up there by Templestowe. 2 one-on-ones. And it's Knox to get there first. Oh, but he was tackled. Not holding the ball. Free. It was a good kick towards the goal square. The snap there by Templestowe, but the bounce was cruel, and Knox had the goalkeepers, and they can rebound now. Oh, the handball was an absolute hospital job. Great tackle by Mustafa, and that's holding the ball. Mustafa can go and take the set shot. He's going to kick from about 35, 40 metres out, perhaps. We'll see if he has the distance. This is Dion Mustafa. He's been a good player throughout the season for the Templestowe reserves. 6 goals so far on the year. He's going to kick it from the arc, so about 35 metres. Get some good leverage on it. Oh, it's straight, and it's got the distance too. And the Dockers respond. That's their first score of the game, is their first goal of the game. And they are 1 straight 6 to Knox, 139 with 14 and a half minutes gone in this first quarter. Jono.
Gun barrel straight from that man there, Mustafa. And this is, well, it's great for the Dockers to respond so quickly. And they've got to try and carry on their momentum from the goals. It's of course, in the game before it was Mulgrave with 4 straight to get them back in the game in the 3rd term. So it's up to one team to try and get ahead by a matter of goals if they're going to win this game convincingly. Up goes the football. It's Clark who won the tap down, but a few players hit the deck just on the opposite side of the cricket pitch, and we will have a restart pretty much in the exact same position in the centre circle where the footy was after the goal. Heads back inside. Dockers 50, but then comes back out again. Players chasing a 2-on-2 contest, and players see it over. One of them was Lockie Walsh for the Knox Falcons. And we'll have a ball in, just in front of the EFNL van. In it goes, spinning back into play. It's Taratuta taking the ruck, I should have said, as Knox bring it in. And here is the 102 in Wild getting involved. And he's brought to ground. And we'll have a stoppage inside Knox forward 50 about halfway through. This is good heated footy early, Jared, as the football will come up right where Knox want it.
Indeed.
Players at the fall of the football. We can get it out the back of the scrum. It should be the Dockers, but out the back, Knox, the kick comes forward to no avail.
It's going to be a free kick,
score.
I think. Is it? I think there's a free kick from that contest.
Depends who it's going to, though, and it will be a Knox free kick.
Yep.
So this is a chance to get to a 9-point lead here at Walker Park in the first term as we tick into red time in the first. Not entirely sure who that player is, Jared. Can you say who that man is?
I've not seen a number just yet.
So here he is. He's our man. He kicks in, and Knox have another. It's 2-3-15. The Falcons to Templestowe, 1 straight 6. We tick just under 17 and a half gone in the first term. This will be neck and neck. Not quite what I expected so early in the piece, Jared.
No, absolutely. So that man was the number 21, Adam Witten.
Proven goal kicker.
Proven goal kicker, indeed. 17 goals on the season, now 18. So well done to him. Getting the Falcons second in the grand final. Back into the centre. And you can see our man Brad Wild is taken the stage in the centre. As a rover, Taratuta, however, got the tap down. Scooped up there by Templestowe. Got the handball away, a bit of a desperate one. Good kick off the ground by Cantwell. But Knox crash in, make the contest and try and take it away. Scrappy stuff in there once more. Templestowe couldn't quite escape with that one. Ball up just at the corner of the square. Taratuta taking on Liam Carroll in the ruck. Carroll got it down to Wild. That was well done. He got the kick, but the numbers are with the Dockers. The handball goes out to Sakis on the outside. He's got to backtrack, however, and find some help. Good kick around the body there by Robson. Oh, but it was intercepted. Out in the full, take your pick, whatever. So Knox to bring it back in. Marking out on the wing there is Matt Steen, first goal kicker of the day. Telling his forwards to come at him. And he kicks to a pack. Who's there? No mark taken there by Remington, but he gets the kick away regardless. On to the wing. Juggling it there was the Knox player, couldn't take a hold of it, so it was Schwarzer to take it away. His handball was ineffective. It comes back to Steen now. Steen, can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Just rams it on the boot, but to Mustafa, who's going to take the intercept mark. And his kick goes towards the forward line. It's gone out the back there. And it was picked up there by the Dockers. Oh, good tackle. Great tackle laid there. Troy McGowan taken down. Right on the arc there. But it's just going to be a ball up, Jono.
So very close to the junction. Play will restart. As players go down behind play. One of them is the number 6 for Knox. Gee, there's a few names we don't have, but anyway.
We do what we can with the team sheet we're given, Jono.
Yeah, we do indeed. So we'll go in once again. And there's going to be another ball up to the right of the Eastland logo as the siren sounds to signify quarter time. And it's Knox, 2-3-15, leading Templestowe 1 straight 6. Goal kickers in the second term right after this.
AFL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we're strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. Make a promise to be the best version of yourself and support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
Tigers around the footy as our Redback bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here spears the ball inside forward 50 now, spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was
towards the half forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan, but the poke cut kick comes down towards the forward 50, and it's dragged down in the mark, taken there by Jesse Cherry, and he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard, falling over at the crucial stage there was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's filmed reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh, puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick, going to go to the right though. Played by, oh, what a mark! Farmer at the back, sharp the pack brilliantly, take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around their body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
National free kick, he comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got 2. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds, they were peppering. What a first 20 goals. So he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride at home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard. He has
already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail one as Seth Willenberg turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal.
The second game of 3 between Knox and Templestowe on this occasion. It is quarter time. It's Knox 2-3-15, leading Templestowe 1-6. John O'Ben and Jared Beanland with you. Let's go through the goal kickers. Jared, what have you got for us, mate?
Oh, so first goal kicker of the game was Matthew Stein for Knox. Adam Witten joining him later on in the quarter. And that was their 2 goals. 1 goal for Templestowe, of course, kicked by Dion Mustafa after a great tackle, holding the ball decision, and a beautiful kick as well from 35 out. So, and yeah, so Knox, their set shots have been a bit of a bugbear. They've kicked 1-3 from their set shots, and their other goal obviously coming from Matt Steen. It was a good opportunistic snap there early in the first quarter. Templestowe, they had a bit more of the play in the later part of the first quarter, but still only with the 1 scoring shot, unfortunately.
So it's going to be a very tightly contested match so far. Well, to come, I should say, not so far. It's been a long day so far. I can say so far then, because that's more accurate. Anyway, players just getting in position at the moment. Just noticed that the emergency umpire here just in front of us was having an interesting chat with Max Taratuta, so it'd be interesting to see, well, would have been a bit interesting to be a fly on the back in that conversation. What do you think perhaps might have been said there, Jared?
I don't know, Max Taratuta being the ruckman for Templestowe, perhaps.
Sorry, I meant Braden McGowan rather for Knox. Right. That is a that's what was going on in the brain department nomination there. Happily,
well, I was going to say
to nominate myself. Doubling up today, but no, what a fantastic day of footy it's been so far,
and so much more to come, and yet we're ready.
We're almost set. I'm just glad I'm not doing the 3rd game in any capacity, but you are just going 3 in a row. Let's get ready for the second term here at Walker Park. Rucks go at it. And missed both. There's the one of the rucks there in Carroll for Knox, sending it inside 50. It's going to come out though just as quickly as it came in, as players hit the deck right in front of the Eastland logo, and will go for a ball up. So Knox showing their intent in the opening seconds of the second term. Up goes the football. And this time it is Clark doing the ruck work for Templestowe.
Free kick being
and
picked
the
out.
Dockers have a free kick going the way of Ebzeri. Ebzeri sends it down into open space across the line, and it will likely be a turnover last possession, and the Falcons will have it just at the top of the 50 now.
Well, it was a good kick there inside forward 50. No mark taken. Tackle. It's too high, and the free kick's going to go to Knox. So we'll have this player for you. It could potentially be Adam Witten, who's already kicked a goal for Knox. He's going to march in. This for Knox's 3rd. And it looks like it's... Oh, it didn't quite hold its line. Drifted across the face of goal. Templestowe to take the kick in as Knox moved to 2-4-16. Templestowe 1-6. Will Templestowe be able to escape from their back 50 this time? It was a decent kick. It was intended for Robson. Couldn't quite take it, though. High kick toward the wing. However, Templestowe, Knox to challenge. Oh, that was well picked up there by Ebzeri. He's going to kick it to the one-on-one in forward 50 for the Dockers. No mark taken. Josh Ioannidis. He had it punched away. Good defensive work there for Knox, and it'll be thrown in there in the pocket. Chance for the Dockers to get another scoring shot on the board. They're only down by 10 points, but it's 6 scoring shots to 1, which could be more telling. Getting the clearance there, nearly, oh, it's a high tackle, and the Dockers will get a chance here. The Free kick is going to go to, you're going to have to say this one, Panagiotou?
I think it's Panagiotou. Yes, indeed it is.
Nice. Yes, okay.
So here he is. Christian Panagiotou. This is a great measured routine. A textbook routine is that man on the mark from Knox leans to his right, tries to put him off. And you know what? It worked in some respects, as it is out on the full, having hit the behind post. I'm pretty sure it did. Anyway, out on the full, nevertheless, as the Falcons move it on the outer side. Slow play activated for the moment. Come down the line, players fly, but over the back there is Sakis. It's going to go out of bounds though, and we'll have a ball in. So it's handy to have the throw-ins, unlike the under-19s where it was just a ball up when the possession was in dispute.
Indeed.
In we go, and a free kick's been picked out. Or was it a short throw-in? Yes, it was. So we'll do it again. Ball comes spinning back into play. McGowan, sorry, it wasn't McGowan. It was number 27 in Carroll. Tried to get the tap there. He couldn't quite, and we'll go up once again. Rucks go at it. And this time, goes in 50, down to the right of screen. Knox working hard. There's that number 6 in Crawford working hard again, and a great mark taken by his teammate.
Oh, 25.
25. And it's the other long-sleeved man in Timothy Lachlan, who will have a shot at goal and put this one through the big sticks as easy as you like. He's done it. And Knox have their third. 3-4-22. Templestowe 1 straight 6. Just over 4.5 minutes gone in the second term.
Dockers really needed to take that opportunity earlier. It was a good chance there for Panagiotou to slot that. Unfortunately missed it. And right down the other end now, Knox finding the big sticks a lot easier. Finding any scores at all really a lot easier than Templestowe. A bit more efficient down there. So back into the middle we go. It's going to be Taratuta going up against Carroll in the ruck here. Taratuta flies. No effective tap really, but a kick out of the middle there. It falls well for Harrowell, but he was tackled instantly at centre-half forward for the Dockers. We'll have a ball up. Rucks nominated once again. And do battle. No clear winner, but the clearance goes to Knox. Picked up nearly there by McLeod. He couldn't quite take it. Knox pressure good. However, Templestowe turn tacklers. And Abziri wrapped him up, and it's going to be another ball up, basically back into the centre of the ground.
Pretty much so.
And
a handy restart.
Indeed.
Up it goes. This time it's Carroll getting the tap down, but only as far as that Templestowe player who's wrapped up. Great tackle there from Nathan Pryor. We'll go at it again, just to the left of centre. The Dockers enter inside 50. They've got the numbers. Handball behind play. This will be a centering ball, maybe even a shot on goal. How about that? Goal of the day contender so early in the piece. Brilliant stuff there. Could you see a player,
that was
Jared?
John Patrick Daly.
Super goal. Fantastic.
One of the rare double-barrel first names.
Probably known as JP around the traps.
Yeah, that would make sense. JP Daly.
Not a bad goal there.
No, not at all. An important one too.
Understatement of the year, perhaps, is he's got the early goal of the match contender. And we'll be back in the middle now. 10 points of difference. Knox leading.
7 minutes gone in this second quarter. Who's going to get the clearance here? It's going to be Knox. Stuckey handballs it. It's a good kick down the ground there. Oh, mark taken, however. Good intercept there by Lachlan Carter. He's going to find the short, safe option. It would have been safe if he took the mark, Ibziri, but he managed to get the kick onto it anyway. Pack forms, punch down. Panagiotou gets the handball inside forward 50, not to anyone in particular, so Knox intercept. Good take there by Canning, got the handball away. His teammate was already under pressure, and now it's Mustafa to get the kick towards the top of the goal square. Nearly a good mark taken. Oh, but it was well done there by Unitas. He's going to follow up his own handball. He's done well against the pressure, however, tackle to ground, ball spills free, holding the ball against Unitas, and Knox defence will try and repel there. That was a good job done by Nathan Pryor, and he'll take the kick from the pocket there. As Templestowe starting to threaten a little bit, Pryor gets it down the ground, Taratuda, nothing he could do about it. It got over his head. Oh, he actually gave away the free kick, so Knox, defensive side of the wing, now on the attacking side of the wing there. And nearly strong hands taken. Yeah, it was a mark paid there for Templestowe. Good intercept mark. And I think that's going to be Reese, Benjamin Reese. I'm actually wrong on that one. Might be Price. His kick towards the wing. No clear possession until it was Daly onto it. Templestowe fighting for possession here. They win it, get the kick down inside forward 50. Great intercept mark there. Floating across and taking it there.
So
I think it was Karapetis.
So Knox send it back to where it came from. On the outer side wing. Mark is taken there. On the outer side. The string of kicks sees them inside 50 once again. Great golden fist there from the Templestowe defender in Roomington. The ball trickles over the goal line for the Falcons, and the Dockers will bring it in. Options predominantly on the outer side wing. From a couple of Dockers on the near side. The backman ignores them both. Goes down the line with a massive kick to the centre of the ground. The only player to get it there was that Knox man.
Oh.
And then only as far as Jack Price, who takes a great defensive grab. Called to play on instantly, though.
He's been important down there, Price.
And then it was like a kick for touch.
Did he just kick that into the tree?
It was like a kick for touch in rugby league, except in a kick for touch, you usually get the ball a little bit further afield. But on this occasion, it's out of bounds on the full, turnover.
And the kick inside forward 50 for Knox, easily marked there by Brett Holst. And he'll go back and try and slot his first for the day, his 50th for the season. It was a good kick there by Nathan Pryor. Good vision, good option. In goes Holst. Kicks it from about 35 out. The players fly. The roar goes up.
Tom Lynch rule prevails again.
And the goal umpire signals that Knox have kicked their fourth. They move to 4-5 at 29. Templestowe 2 straight 12. And Knox just regaining their grasp on this game.
Perhaps this is the forward momentum they were looking for, as I was alluding to earlier. This is crucial for the Falcons if they want to post a big win and perhaps ultimately celebrate a premiership. So we've got a restart. Clark gets the tap down for the Dockers, but the Knox Falcons are out the back. McGowan missed it. And the Templestowe defender with a clever little grubber kick. Go out of bounds. That man who kicked it was Benjamin Robson. And the crowd react. They're not too happy with the umpire's call, which is a turnover, a last possession rule in favour of, this time it's Joel McGowan.
I think it was insufficient intent.
Perhaps it was. The two best words in the umpiring vernacular, perhaps, as the kick goes down the line and out of bounds. This time, from a more traditional standpoint, we'll have a boundary throw-in on the near side, just in front of the temporary scoreboard.
So, umpire to throw it in there at the junction. No tap there to Templestowe. It went to Knox. Trying to scoop it up there was Carter, but he was shuffled over the boundary line. And dangerous spot here for Templestowe to have to defend.
Jared, if I just might bump might butt in here for a second.
Go for it.
According to one of our great photographers, Davis Harrigan, it's the first deliberate out of bounds he's seen all year. So that could be an interesting. Study to see how many deliberate out of bounds free kicks have been paid here, Harrigan.
No, that's Wild. Not Brad Wild, but Wild in general. And
it's 102 times as wild as we would have thought. It probably hasn't been 102 deliberate out of bounds free kicks, but
wouldn't say so. So on the outside here, Ayub for Templestowe, his kick just came off the wrong side, wrong part of the boot, spiraled out of control, and it's going to be an out in the full decision. Well, not a decision, it's a fact. And
we have a decision.
Alex Karapetis to take the kick in for Knox. High ball inside forward 50. The players fly out the back again. Carter, he's been important in the past couple minutes defending for Templestowe. He kicks it straight back to Knox, however. Taken by, that's Evans there. Back inside forward 50, bit of a spiraler. Out the back there, I think it's Holst again. Wow. Oh, he might have kicked it. He just went to ground, gathered the ball, got back up, snapped the goal.
That's local footy goal of the year right there.
Gotta be.
Goodness gracious me.
Well done to Brett Holst.
Hashtag save the dribble.
That's his second goal this quarter. 51 on the year.
That is incredible. That, no, it doesn't get any better than that in terms of goal execution. That was perfect.
That was.
Absolutely outstanding. And, well...
It stretches the margin, doesn't it? 5-5-35. Templestowe, 2 straight 12.
Knox have another indeed as we tick under 14 minutes. And, oh dear.
This is punishing.
There's an inside 50... well, no, there's a free kick that's been paid, presumably in the Knox forward. And given away by the de facto away side. Carroll sends it in. And
it's Holst again.
The mark has been taken by Holst. So this is a chance for a goal that's perhaps more punishing than anything else for the Templestowe Dockers after a bit of perhaps ill discipline. Not entirely sure what that free kick was for. Here's Holst again. Back-to-back goals makes...
Nope.
I was going to say makes no mistake, but he did make one mistake and gets that same amount of points. Just the 1 point. 6:36 now. The Falcons to Templestowe 2 straight 12.
Sakis on the kick in. It was a safe option there, and Benjamin Reese gets the kick towards the wing. They're having to defend here, Templestowe, but they get it beyond the centre of the ground, but only momentarily as Knox sent it back. 22 there, Sakis for Templestowe takes the ball over the line, and we'll get another ball in here over on that wing. And on the rucks there, it's Clark once again against Carroll. He's done well, Carroll knocks it forward. And what's the umpire's call here? I think it might have been in the back or something of the like there against Templestowe. So Knox over there on the outer side. What's the decision? Regulation down the line towards the goal square. No mark taken. Spills free to the Knox small forwards. Not taking it there was Steen, but he manages to lay the tackle, but it was in the back. So taking the free kick here, Templestowe. I think that's Harrowell onto the wing. And they're really struggling to get it past this point of the ground here, Templestowe. Umpire to ball it up once again as the tackle was laid. And the Knox pressure is really starting to fall upon Templestowe. They finally get a clearance, though, towards their forward 50. Templestowe now, high ball. Back into that 50. Oh, nearly a courageous mark taken. Bottom of the pack there. And now a ball up inside Templestowe's forward line. This is one of their rare opportunities that they're going to need to take. No tap down there. Oh, it was taken smartly out of the scrimmage by Knox. Oh, tackle laid on Canning.
Solid tackle.
There was. Ball spills free. No, it doesn't. It's going to be a ball up there in the centre square. Jono.
So we'll go up then. Rux head to work. The play just coming forward just a tad. Clark missed it and gave the how's that to the umpire, but the Dockers will come inside 50. Great run from Mustafa, looking for a teammate, and a clever little golden fist out the back from the number 46 for Knox. Karapetis goes out of bounds, and we'll have a ball inside 50 here. Great spoil inside the Dockers 50. Out the back almost was Cantwell, and then Knox try and send it outside 50. Almost took the mark. Did oh, you're kidding? The number 17, who is
well, I've got Pryor, but we were also
Pryor's
informed
14,
that
isn't he?
Pryor
So-
was 14.
So a few number changes, that's for sure. I'll have a
Indeed.
look. And
Kick inside forward 50 there for Templestowe. It was a dribbler, but it's picked up now by Maserati. His kick towards the goal square. They're gonna have to win a 2-on-1 here, Templestowe. But it was taken away by Knox. The ball clears everyone. Mustafa challenges. Getting the kick away was Joel McGowan, but it sailed out of bounds on the full. And we'll get a ball in there.
I think the record actually has...
And that's 25. Oh, it took too long, Tim Lachlan, to get the ball back to his opponent there.
Time-wasting tactics won't work.
So Remington, inside forward 50, top of the goal square. What can Templestowe do with this? It's knocked to ground once again. Great tackle laid by Schwarzer. Not a great tackle laid. It was in the back, I think. And Knox to take it away once more.
We're just going to say, Jared, on the EFNL record, apparently there's two number 18s. So the number 17 doesn't actually exist, as Knox goes on the outer side. The umpire puts an end to things temporarily, directly opposite us and directly in front of the EFNL gazebo. Up the footy goes. The Dockers try and mount a challenge, but the umpire doesn't exactly, will allow that to happen, as he's awarded a free kick to the Dockers. Inside 50 they go. Players fly. No one can get it. So they've got to work out the back. Dockers forward almost collected it, and then a great tackle there on the Knox defender. Holding the ball is the call after that. But what great effort from the Dockers player. It might be Mustafa.
I think it's Pillett, Marcus Pillett.
So we saw Dion Mustafa just have the footy temporarily, but it's not going to be his as the siren sounds. And the Dockers need this goal to come into the halftime break with a little bit of confidence to bring it back to an 18-point deficit. The kick is on its way, and he makes no mistake. The Templestowe crowd rises here at Walker Park, and that is now half-time, as there's a bit of remonstration inside the 50.
Oh, here we go.
And it is well and truly on here.
I think it was Clark in the middle of it, the ruckman for Templestowe.
There's a bit of a jostle. Hopefully it breaks up soon. Otherwise, $102 fines might be handed out. Because that man there, Bradley Wild's in the thick of it. But I tell you what, we might take a brief break here. It's Eastland Grand Final day in Division 2. It's the reserves Grand Final between Knox and Templestowe. Knox lead by 18 points. John O'Ben and Jared Beanland right back after this.
You got Luke Gallagher coming up here about 10 past 1. He said about 4 past.
AFL Victoria, with the support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great, and we are strong in our stance that any form of abuse across football at all levels is not tolerated. Any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf. We are encouraging all spectators not to confuse their anger with passion. We're all here for the same reason, for the love of Australia's favourite game. We want supporters, parents and players to make a promise to be the best versions of themselves and to support the hard-working volunteers, coaches and umpires who make our great game come to life every week on local grounds across our great state. Real fans respect the game. Make a pledge to keep the passion alive, but remember, any form of abuse is not welcome on our turf.
It's half time here at Walker Park. It's the Division 2 Reserves Grand Final. Thanks to Eastlanders, Knox and Templestowe. The score, of course, 5-6-36 Knox lead Templestowe 3 straight 18. Of course, we've got egg and bacon rolls available for sale at the Jealous Crate Tiger Tent. It smells pretty good too. Right next to the caravan, freshly brewed coffee in the sports bar right next to the canteen. Entry is via the viewing deck. Of course, on behalf of the Mitcham Football Club and the Eastern Football Netball League, we hope you have a fantastic day. And don't forget, still 6 quarters of footy to come, the half to come in this game, and of course the seeding game right after this.
Plenty of Tigers around the footy as our redback bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here. Spears the ball inside forward 50 now. Spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan, but the poke cut kick comes down towards the forward 50, and it's dragged down to the mark, taken there by Jesse Cherry, and he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard, falling over at the crucial stage there was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh, puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick, going to go to the right though. Plays by, oh, what a mark! Farmer at the back, shark the pack brilliantly, takes the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around their body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got 2. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds, they were peppering. What a first. 20 goals, so he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride at home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard. He has
already got 1 this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail. One is set. Willenberg turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal front, and the goal patches it has! Straight through the middle, Mitcham are right back in this one, and well, Collier gets ridden into the ground there by Willenberg. No free kick, play continues. Here comes the play back now. Snap
on it there. Little knock on. Parente's on the goal line and he gets boot to bowl. Oh, boot to...
Plenty of Tigers around the footy as our redback bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here. Spears the ball inside forward 50 now. Spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
Towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan. But the cut kick comes down towards the forward 50, and it's dragged down to the mark. Taken there by Jesse Cherry. And he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard, falling over at the crucial stage now was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked the
He's filled reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh, puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick, going to go to the right though. Plays. Oh, what a mark! Farmer at the back. Shark the pack brilliantly. Take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around their body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got two. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds though, peppering. What a first. 20 goals, so he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride at home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard.
Already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail one except Willenberg, turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal front, and the goal punches it has! Straight through the middle, Mitcham are right back in this one. And well, Collier gets ridden into the ground there by Willenberg. No free kick play continues. Here come the Tigers, kicked by Tui in towards the forward 50. And taking the mark there is Parente. And he'll go up and line up for his second.
Mitcham in this quarter, and that's why they're getting the benefit of the free kicks.
So plays on quickly, kicks it up high. Does it got the carry it has? What a goal there from Jake Tui. And
Welcome back to Division 2 Eastland Grand Final day here at Walker Park in Mitcham. It's game 2 of 3 between Knox and Templestowe. So of course Knox 5-6-36 lead Templestowe 3 straight 18. And what a game it will be. What a game it is, what a game it has been, what a game it will continue to be. John O'Ven and Jared Beanland with you. And what are we expecting perhaps in the second half, Jared?
Well, Knox have really controlled this game every time they get it forward. Well, not every time, but like a lot of the times when they get it forward, especially compared to Templestowe, they've had their shots on goal. Templestowe, they do often get it forward, but rarely for an actual chance at kicking a score. I've been impressed with the likes of Nathan Canning today. I think he's played very well out of the middle for Knox. Down forward, of course, Lachlan has been presenting really well, and Holst, 2 goals in that second quarter. He's done well. He could have kicked a third, just missed that opportunity. But it was an important goal on the siren there by Marcus Pillett for Templestowe, just to get them back within that 3-goal range. And of course, goal kickers for today, we've got 2 for Holst. He's been the major goal scorer so far. Tim Lachlan with 1. Matt Steen, the very first one of the game, and Adam Witten. Those are the goal scorers for Knox. And for Templestowe, we've had Dion Mustafa, their lone goal scorer in the first quarter, and then joining him in the second, John Patrick Daly and Marcus Pillett. Templestowe Dockers taking their positions currently.
So just about probably an hour, just under an hour and a quarter away from the senior grand final, of course, between South Belgrave and Ringwood. If you want to listen to the pre-game show, you can download the SEN app and listen from there, or head to Eastern FM and listen to that while this game is still going on. Plenty of insights from the team to be of absolute value as we head into the final game for today. And of course, the second half here in the reserves grand final. All is in readiness, and we will almost be set to go. Mostly everybody's off the ground, everybody's in position for the 6-6-6, but the Sharon's on the deck and we're still not ready to go. So some chats being had between the central umpire and a Templestowe player.
I don't know what he's telling Clark.
Going on here
is just sent. I think that's Sam Clark off the ground, and big Max Taratuda is going to come on for him. I'm not sure why Clark has to come off there.
I wonder what. Yeah, confusion reigns here at Walker Park. Hopefully there'll be no confusion come the final siren.
The only thing that I can think of is he's got a spot of blood somewhere or something like that.
Perhaps he wasn't off because of the blood rule earlier. But the umpire picks up the TW and we'll get set to go here for the third term. Umpire holds the ball off to get us underway for the second half. Jared Beanland.
So back into the centre. It's going to be Taratuda versus Carroll. No clear winner there, but the clearance there goes to Ebzeri. He scrambles it forward. Not quite getting the kick away there and holding the ball. That was a great tackle by Forgan. That was laid on Harrowell. So Forgan gets the ball to Stuckey. Lachlan Stuckey, one of the best here for Knox. Well presenting there was McGowan of the Joel variety. Couldn't take the mark, and Templestowe to contest this one. And it's going to be a ball up. Who's going to break away here? Knox or Templestowe?
So just to update the team sheets just briefly, number 17 remains Nathan Pryor. Number 14 is Jaden Homan.
Jaden Homan, got
number
it.
40, not the number 49, so we'll make those changes.
Indeed. So there was a holding the ball decision there in the defence for Templestowe. Running it out was Sakis. He did well, couldn't quite find the target. Just dropping it, I think, was Harrowell out there on the wing, and it's going to be a ball in just down that outer side. Taratuda and Carroll to contest the ruck once again. Taratuda has been decent, not the most mobile of ruckmen that I've seen. Getting it out there, Canning just sees it over the line. He's asking for the deliberate call, but the umpire's not going to come forward with that. as we've seen, the first deliberate call in local footy,
according to Davis.
According to Davis Harrigan. So the kick from Templestowe gets it inside forward 50, scooped up there, and the high ball punched away. Templestowe just trying their best to get it forward, but it's going to be a ball up there inside the forward 50 for the Dockers. So we'll see whether or not they can take this opportunity. They've struggled to when it's gone inside forward 50. Just trying to take it out of the ruck there was Cantwell. and it's going to be another ball up. So Cantwell to contest the ruck once again. Let's see if he can succeed this time. No, not quite. So getting it out of there for Knox. That was Tom Walton. Canning is there, but beaten in the race by Daly. And it's just gone over the line there on that outer wing once more. Jono.
So we'll have a ball in, almost directly in front of us on the outer side. Collecting it there on this occasion was Carroll. Did well. But the defensive grab is taken by the defensive Falcon. Loads up and sends it over the league sponsors' logos on the outer side just near the Portaloos, and we'll have a
it's out in the full.
Yeah, out in the full. Last touch, same thing, pretty much. But then it's Knox in defensive 50, taking a grab, and we'll reload again. So it's like it's quite to and fro at the moment. But the Knox Falcons will come out, and looks like the Knox player was infringed with. Doesn't look like it. No, it's going to be a Templestowe free kick. The offending Knox player can't quite believe it. Just moving it ever so easily inside 50 again. The Dockers have to work. And at the moment, it's all square in the contest, and we'll have a ball up. So up we go again. The Knox ruck to send it towards the boundary. Picked up by Walton, but he's kicked it out of bounds. A last touch, a last possession rather. Free kick will go the way of the Dockers on centre wing.
So he says he's going to send it long, and that's exactly what he does. Inside forward 50, setting themselves. There was Magamez. I think he drew the free kick, Magamez. And the Dockers will get a chance to kick their fourth goal. So Kane Magamez, 18 goals in the season so far for the Templestowe reserves. It's going to be a tough angle here to negotiate. Sets himself, and this is an important one. 5 minutes into this third quarter, they can get themselves back within 2 goals. He's going to run around here on the right. It was ambitious, but it didn't come off. Top of the goal square, no mark taken. Dockers still, Falcons still have to work. It was a scrappy handball to Cantwell, and I think that's going to be a downfield free kick. Mark taken anyway, or is it going to come back? I think it is going to come back. I think one of the players was dealt with unfairly after he kicked it. That player, Homan, just hands it off, and now we're going to go to Tom Walton. Marks it in front of Mustafa. Knox. Careful ball movement. Now down the line. Bit of a low ball there. Good mark taken there on the chest of Joel McGowan. He wheels around. Oh, that's a bit of a scrappy kick. Didn't really come off particularly well. Getting it back in board there was Holst, but it was straight to a Templestowe defender, and Harrowell will take the mark. He'll look around. They're going to need to find some better ball movement. So he gets it off to Robson. Robson, high ball, a couple of one-on-ones there. Punch away there by Walton was good. Centres it, however, so a bit of a dangerous decision. And at the bottom of the pack there was the Knox defender. And that looks to be Daniel Strapp. Haven't called his name too much. So it's going to be a ball up there at centre-half forward for Templestowe. Taratuda knocks it down. Walton, however, was there. No clean possession for him. Taking it away. That was well done by Britton. Onto the wing here. One-on-one. Good use of the body there. Standing strong under it was Pryor. Kicks it down towards Holst. But it was punched away from him by Templestowe, and we'll have a ball in there at the junction of the boundary and the 50. Jono, take it away.
So the contest is really hot at the moment, going to and fro, as no team can find a way out to convincingly score. Carroll buries his way out of the contest after taking the ruck, and the Templestowe player there see it over and will go at it once again. So Just ticking over 7 minutes gone here in the third term. It's Templestowe through Ebzery, trying to bring it out. But it's Knox who have it on centre wing. Called to play on. Send a high up and under to the hot spot. Players fly really big. And no one can quite get it. So it's all Templestowe at the moment. As I say that. Play just slows down for the moment. And we'll reload to centre wing now. Players fly it. No one can quite get to the fore of the footy. And it's gone out of bounds. We'll have, oh no, almost out of bounds. We'll have a ball up here. So, got the restart. The Dockers with the forward momentum. Smothered ever so slightly by the Knox defender. They still might be able to find a way in. The Dockers. They do just that. It's under the pump, I think, Magamez, but they edge so closely, and as I say that, Knox bring it out. Only as far as that Templestowe man at half forward gets the hand pass off, and then a big kick towards goal is way wide. Missed the intended target. Knox get the chance to rebound.
So that was a decent attempt there by Jeremy Sakis, but it's Walton to take the kick in here for Knox. Walton's been a pillar in defence today for the Falcons. Ebzery is going to be escorted over the line, and we'll get another ball in on that far wing. I was optimistic in the first quarter when they were playing most of the game on this side of the ground, but they seem to have regressed to the main and consistently kept it over on that side of the ground, unfortunately. It makes it a little bit more difficult for us. So getting the kick away there for Knox was Witten, but it was intercepted. No, there was a free kick pulled out, actually, so it's going to be coming back. Knox the beneficiaries in this instance. Is that Canning? Now Knox man out there. His kick traverses the wing. Good mark, strong mark taken by Tim Lachlan. Worked his way up the ground. What options does he have forward? So he loads up. Down there is Holst. Oh, could he take the one-hander? No, not quite. And the Templestowe defenders collapse upon him. And we'll have a ball up there. So Knox 5-6, 36. Templestowe 3 straight, 18. We're halfway through this third quarter.
Score has not moved.
And it's a tense one this third quarter.
It is.
Haratuda knocks it down. Canning gets a second chance at it as his kick was smothered. Gets it to a teammate there in Capsalis. Capsalis, a player for Ferntree Gully seniors. So Taratuda to try and knock it down, doesn't quite. Cantwell was capsized, running into it. That was well done by Joel McGowan, creating a heavy contest there for the Templestowe Dockers to contend with, but they win out, and it's going to be holding the ball and taking it away here will be the Templestowe defenders.
They go along the outer side. It's a favourite place for them to move. Not so much a favourite place now as they've turned it over, or have they?
Oh, Wild must have infringed.
I cannot believe it.
They are incredulous.
I think it's Lachlan who, well, is absolutely ropeable with that decision there from the umpire as the Dockers continue on their merry way. And some more remonstration with the umpire, and it is going to be a Knox kick this time. Just in front of the EFNL gazebo, and they'll have a chance to bring it in. And no score yet for a fair while now. I think it's been 11. It's been 11 minutes, almost 12 now. They haven't scored all this quarter, Jared. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
I've sort of lost control at the moment, but
no. It's been a completely scoreless term so far.
It has.
No
So
punches thrown.
Need to get a score on the board from either side here. And the umpire says we'll have yet another ball up. Gee, there's been plenty of restarts around the ground today. And we'll get another one here. This time it's a Woodward in the ruck for Knox. But the Dockers are inside 50 now. And they edge ever so closely to goal. The dribble kick wasn't great, but they still can find it.
Oh.
They can find the big sticks, but they can't find the maximum. Slash 4 points. And it's just the minimum, 1 point. And finally, a score is registered on the board here in the third term. Knox 5-6-36. Templestowe, that score 3-1-19. Just under 13 minutes gone in the third term.
So that opportunity not quite taken there by Magames. And on the kick-in was the Knox defender. It was Karapetis. Getting it was Canning. And onto the wing there for Knox. Heavy hit there. That was well done by McGowan. Although he gave away the high free kick with that one. Bit of contact with the head. Unfortunate. It was a good, solid effort, but the kick was turned over immediately. Mark's been taken there. And a kick back inside the centre. It's now come to Lachlan. Lachlan gets it. It's in the wild direction, or is it Holst? Oh, great, courageous mark taken by Robson for the Dockers. He's going to wheel around, see if he can exit 50. They're trying to put a little bit more speed on the game here, the Dockers. But it was big Lachlan to deny their forward press. Punched it over the line, and we'll get another ball in over on this near side.
The Dockers really mounting a challenge here and have really lifted since they had that minor score.
Short throw in.
Although it's another short throw in, and the umpire just might need to come in just a little bit more. Probably should do that just a little bit more too. As the Dockers ruck to get the slap out. That man, of course, is Cantwell.
Oh,
and a great grab inside 50 for the Falcons.
It's that man Wild.
Goodness gracious me, this will be one of the most iconic grand final goals. I don't think there's ever been a man with such a big number to kick a goal in Eastern Football Netball League history. And we're here to ride this kick on Grand Final Day, Eastland Division 2, Grand Final Day here at Walker Park. Can he make history? Bradley Wild, he kicks! It is a goal! Amazing, history made here. And after a very long time, 15 minutes as a matter of fact, we have our first 6-pointer here in the third term. Knox, 6-6-42. Templestowe, 3-1-19. A history-making goal there from the man Bradley Wild, the 102. There has never been a bigger name, a bigger number. Usually we'd say bigger name, but in this case it's bigger number, Jared Beanland.
Indeed. So it's just slipping away here from the Dockers. What can Cantwell do from the ruck? He just got the challenging tap down, and the clearance goes to the Dockers. They've done that well from the centre. Great tackle laid, but it's going to spill out towards the line. Shoved over there was McLeod, and we'll get a throw in there at that junction near the Knox interchange, and the secondary scoreboard over there that I don't think the camera will be able to pick up, but regardless.
It's got the same score as the inbuilt scoreboard here, Jared.
Thankfully. It would be confusing if it hadn't. Homan sees the ball over the line for yet another throw in there. So the Dockers really going to need to make the most of this, push forward, and finally kick a goal for themselves this third quarter. Back into the ruck goes Cantwell, up against Carroll. Storming through was Walton. His handball only goes as far as Mustafa, and his kick was a great one. Magames on the lead. He's going to be kicking from 40 out if he decides to take the shot. There's a bit of movement there in the goal square, but he's going to ignore it. He's going to take the shot. So it's Kane Magames to try and keep Templestowe in contention in this grand final. He marches in. It's on the way. Is it going to be a goal? Oh, yes, it is. The Dockers go up, and Kane Magames has kicked his first for the game and kicked the Dockers first for this third quarter.
The crowd love it.
Indeed they do. The Templestowe Dockers move to 4-1-25 to try and challenge Knox. 6-6-42. We have gone 17 and a quarter minutes in this third term.
So a low-scoring affair and a very tight-knit contest here. And the Dockers just keep themselves in it ever so slightly. Rucks go at it. And this time, might be the Dockers again to get it inside their 50. They've got the forward run here and the forward momentum. A big kick to the teeth of goal might make it. No, off hands. Or not. There is
it took the mark, or was it a free kick? I think it was a mark. And it's got to be, is that Maserati?
I thought that went over the line for a second there, but evidently not. It just dropped short. And a kick for the Dockers here will be a significant one. If you can land it through the big sticks, it is well across the face. And the Knox Falcons can rebound around the broadcast side. They can't, as Steven Schwarzer cuts it off, sends it. A big kick to a contest. Who can get a mark? No one, as it's off hands. And the two Knox players behind there just celebrate. Some good work done, of course. Britton and Karapetis got a ball in here.
Dangerous times here for Knox. If they can just stop Templestowe from kicking this goal, they could have a big enough lead to defend in the final quarter. It's gone over the line once again. Huge pack there in the forward 50 for the Dockers. Cantwell in the ruck against Carroll. And another scrap. So many players around the footy there. You can throw a blanket over about 20 of them. Yet another ball up. Who's going to take the opportunity here? Is it Maserati? Is it Magamez? Is it Mustafa? Good punch away there. Ended in the hands of Troy McGowan. He was taken to ground. And it's a real close affair.
It's the old aerial ping pong to try and clear the ball out.
Yet another ball up there.
Indeed. So ball up seemed to be the order of the day here. If we got $1 for every ball up.
We'd be pretty rich. We'd be well off.
Absolutely. So we go back up here, and this is very important for the Dockers here. If they can find a way out, and you know what, who gets a way out?
Yeah,
it'll be the Falcons. And both sides have favoured the broadcast, the opposite broadcast side here, but not on this occasion. Lachlan tries to.
Oh, that was definitely high.
A massive high free kick on
it's a
against
throw-in.
Homan.
He's called a throw-in.
Has been given away. That was interesting.
Yeah.
That's
bizarre.
That's extremely bizarre. High contact. Everybody knew it, but a throw-in ensues. And Rucks go at it. This time it's the Templestowe players to try and get to the fore of the ball. One of them, of course, was McLeod, but nothing doing, and a little bit of remonstration behind the scenes as well. We've got a ball in right in front of the interchange benches here. It's like a game of volleyball out there. So much Sharon kept up in the air or down the ground, as the case may be, because you guessed it, there's another ball up. 21 minutes gone in the third term, so we're well past the so we're just into the expired time here. Just well over 20 minutes gone, and be interesting to see where the final siren, where the three-quarter time siren sounds here, Jared.
Looks like there's been a free kick picked out here for Knox, and it's going to go the way of, I think that's Witten. It's been huge. Oh no, it's not Witten. Witten has been huge today. Lachlan sets himself, couldn't quite take it. At the back, Carter will be the one to pick it up. Looks inboard. So there were some options. Oh, in the centre, he was absolutely dropped. He should have taken that. He was tackled. He's in trouble there. It was Reed. Knox to try and win it back, but it comes back to Mustafa. His kick, sliding in and taking the mark there was McLeod. McLeod to slow things down a little bit. It's not what Templestowe need right now as time's ticking away here. They're really going to want to get this last goal here in the third quarter. Scooped up. Taken away there by Ayub. Couldn't quite take it. And now Knox, turn it over. Take it away. Oh. Saved by the bell with the Dockers as McGowan couldn't quite take that mark. So it's Knox here at Walker Park, 6-6-42 to Templestowe, 4-1-25, and we'll be back to you after this three-quarter time break.
Afternoon, Paul. How are you, mate? All right, my Nick.
EFNL Victoria, with support of leagues and clubs, are committed to keeping our game great and being strong in our stance that any form of abuse
Tigers around the footy as our Redbacks bursting through. On the left there was George. He's kicked it straight through the middle, and the first major of the game goes to Ringwood. They are 1-1-7.
The free kick here. Spears the ball inside forward 50 now. Spinning around. They're doing okay here. Will this one go through? That's an absolute cracker there by Mitch Brereton. Well, he found the big sticks. He was caught
towards the half-forward line. Players converge. In the back there, I thought was Lachlan, but the poke cut kick comes now in towards the forward 50, and it's dragged down to the mark, taken there by Jesse Cherry, and he's won himself a free.
Rudd went in really hard, falling over at the crucial stage. There was Glossop. They've coughed it up. Here's Farmer. Farmer doesn't miss it from there. There's absolutely no way about that. Fantastic goal there by Ringwood. They worked.
He's Burwood reserve.
Or a Jeff Baring.
Here's Singh, puts it onto the right boot. It's a long kick, going to go to the right though. Played by, oh, what a mark! Farmer at the back, shark the pack brilliantly, take the boundary line. This would really make things hurt here for the Tigers. Plays on, snaps around their body, and he's kicked it. Mitch Farmer kicks his second of the afternoon, 42 on the year.
Professional free kick. He comes in now. He'll kick from just outside the arc. He's already got two. He just loves it. He's an absolute gem. Mitch Farmer gets goal number 3, and they are out to play today.
Towards Blythe, in towards the forward 50, taken there by Jackson, outstretched. Play on, says the umpire. Jackson puts it onto the right boot. Goalward, and it goes through. Jackson's kicked another one here for the Redbacks, and they are running away with it here.
Singh, little knock over the back, and they get another one. There is still time. Charging through the middle of the ground, Callanan goes inside forward 50. Oh, the siren sounds, they were peppering. What a first. 20 goals, so he knows where the big sticks are. We're right behind him. We'll ride at home. The faithful want something to cheer about. The faithful get something to cheer about. Mitcham are on the scoreboard, the Eastland scoreboard. He has
already got one this afternoon. Runs in from about 25-30 out. He puts it onto the right boot. It's straight as an arrow, and it's straight through the middle, and Mitcham have their second of the... this to make it potentially 21. Onto the right boot, doesn't miss from there, and Mitcham are closing the distance here on Ringwood slightly. 3-2-20, they trail. One is set. Willenberg turns around, puts a hand pass back, finds Gordon. Here's the kick in towards the goal front, and the goal of purchase it has! Straight through the middle. Mitcham are right back in this one.
Welcome back to Eastland Division 2 Grand Final day here at Walker Park in Mitcham. It is the Reserves Grand Final between Knox and Templestowe. The score, of course, Knox 6-6-42. Lead Templestowe for 125 in what was a very ordinary third quarter. Hardly anybody scored. Heaps of ball-ups, you know how it is.
Lots of stoppages.
Lots of stoppages indeed, and that man's voice you heard, of course, has been Jared Beanland. Well,
thanks very much,
this
Johnny.
is, and of course, John Eden as well. I've been at odds about whether I should mention myself or not doing the MC call, of course. But what I have to say, I haven't said this all season, all finals, but what an honour it's been to host. Well, to be the MC of many presentations and that this season. First season in the EFNL, and I wouldn't actually have thought that I would have done it and called so many grand finals. So what an absolute privilege it is,
indeed,
to do it, and what a fantastic September we have as we get away for the final term. Here's Jared Beanland.
So up they go again, Carroll and Taratuta. Walton was, he tried to take the clearance, but was tackled immediately. So we'll get that secondary ball up, as we've gotten so often. Templestowe to take it away. That was great by Ebziri, I should say. Down to the forward 50 for Templestowe. No mark taken. Trying to take it away there was McGowan of the Troy variety. And looks like the free kick's been picked out. Insufficient intent.
Insufficient intent.
It has to have been.
Someone get that blue button from that meme that you see and just slam it. Bang. Insufficient intent. Oh, dear.
So from the pocket there, we're going to have to check who this is after he's kicked it. It's gone through from that angle. Has it?
Oh, no.
Oh, they went up behind the player there, but they weren't behind the goal, so they didn't have the best view of it. Neither did we. So it's gone out in the full, and Knox to bring it back in.
Oh, no.
That is a shocking kick. The wind just picked it up, and that, he looks embarrassed.
It's a throw-in after that.
Oh, that is so lucky.
That is extremely... Well, that's interesting. That's all I'll say, because I don't quite know the rules. But anyway, let's bring it in again.
Alex Karapidis, I'm going to name and shame. That was shocking.
So Canning gets involved, and out the back is Taratuta, who sends a high up and under. Who can get the mark? Almost. It was Crawford.
Oh, they picked out a free kick to Templestowe.
Being picked out. Crawford, no, the number 15 and 50 in Walsh can't believe it and remonstrates it with the umpire. Who to take the free kick, though? That man, of course, is... oh, no, not again. Is it? Oh, no, we're all good. Number 49 is Remington. I looked at the wrong team sheet for a second here. Will Remington on the 45 to bring the deficit shorter. He's done it! And we're off to a red-hot start here in the final term here at Walker Park in the Reserves Grand Final, thanks to Eastland. Here we go. I think the mood has picked up a bit, Jared, wouldn't you say?
Indeed it has. So the important player there, I think, was Ebziri to actually get the clearance and get it down inside forward 50 for Templestowe. He's played a couple of senior games today. It's a recognisable name from the seniors list. So an important player for Templestowe. The one I haven't seen much of is Chris Maserotti. Kicked 6 goals against Knox last time these two played. And out of the centre once again, that was Panatagio. Panagiotou. We've got it again. So Ebziri inside forward 50 for Templestowe. Here we go again. At the fall of the ball there, the Knox defenders scramble and try and press the ball in. It's going to be a ball up. So to take the ruck here, Cantwell once again got the tap down, but it's Walton to take it away here for Knox. He had space and time to make his decision, and it's going to come to Wild. Good mark taken there on the outer side as Knox go forward again, but they don't have much forward of the ball here. Templestowe rush back to defend. Into the pocket now. Oh, nearly a mark taken. Whistle has gone, and it's gone the way of Knox, and it's gone the way of Holst this time. The major goal kicker for Knox all year in the reserves. And he's going to go back, I'd say, kick it from about 32 out. This is Brett Holst. He kicked 2 goals in the second quarter. Missed another opportunity
This wouldn't quite seal the deal as such.
No, not with that first goal for Templestowe this quarter, but it's on its way. It's held its line, and Holst has kicked his third. And that's a great response for Knox to regain supremacy in this game. Oh, yep, indeed.
So 7-6-48. The Falcons lead the Dockers 6-1-31. So only the one blemish for the Dockers today, which is quite impressive.
They've been accurate, and I think it betrays a little bit of their struggle against Knox up forward.
Up we go again.
The fact there's only been so many scoring shots.
Again, ball hits the deck. There's a very big scramble in the centre of the ground. But the Dockers, they'll come out. So Unitas sends it towards Daly, JP Daly. And now it's Pillot, and he can't quite get the footy. So behind the play is Evans. Collects, gets it to a teammate. He moves on quickly. Disteen to the top of the goal square. Over the back. Crawford!
Touched.
No. So just the minor score. Another behind to the Falcons. 49 plays 31. 5.5 gone, final turn.
So Templestowe to try and rebound from defence once again out there on the outer side. It's a high ball towards the wing. The pack will form. Over the top there was Britton. And, well, it falls for Templestowe once again. Another high ball, but this time out in the full, unfortunately, for them. So, once again, having difficulties getting it past the wing. Alex Karapetis with a very interesting kick earlier this quarter. This one, a bit more regulation. Oh, nearly a great mark taken. It has been held. And I think in the long sleeves there, I think it's Wild. And he's kicked that one goal in the third quarter.
The historic goal.
The historic one.
Now you've got a chance here, Jared Beetland, to call it.
So
another one here. And then you can say no man has kicked 2 goals in such a big number.
I'd say not. I'd say not indeed. He's kicked 12 on the year. 1 in the third quarter. And he's going to kick a point.
Okay, so there you go. So no man. Well, perhaps we hope the record's right. No man has kicked a behind in a grand final with such a big number, or kicked 117 to be exact.
So Templestowe to take the kick in. It's a 2-on-1 there. Clark did well to get hands to it, but it was juggled over the line, unfortunately. Well done by Knox to make sure that wasn't taken. It was Pryor there to contest it. So back into play here. Woodward in the ruck against Clark, that man couldn't quite take it. Walton once again, he's been great today for Knox.
Big.
High kick, huge kick towards the teeth of goal, but it's just been knocked over. And just the one behind as the Falcons are pressing here in the final quarter. And it's Price to take the kick in. Take it away, John O'Ven.
So the Dockers will move it slowly. They've done pretty well with slow play across the day. Only as far as that Knox player, Gareth Britton, who will take the resulting turnover to a pack of players.
He got Falcon.
And now, oh, yeah, good one. He's out the back again. Templestowe with the centre of the ground. Players fly only as far as Troy McGowan, who takes a great grab. Goes across and finds Alexi Kapsalis, who plays on quickly. He's got a few obvious targets. And taking a great mark there is that man who's been very great all day, of course, Jackson Crawford.
It's Holst, actually, Brett Holst.
Oh, sorry about that, yes.
He shows it to the crowd.
Actually,
I don't know what that was about.
So here he is, the number 5, Brett Holst, who will have a kick on a relatively tight angle.
He set it up.
Sets
Oh,
it
no,
up.
he doesn't. It was just straight
Tried
across
to set
the
it
face.
up across the face. So we called Brett Holt's name all that much, so completely missed it, but that's all right. That's okay. So the Dockers gotta find a way out, but the wall is set up for Knox. There's that man there, Crawford, trying to put on the defensive effort. He's wrapped up his opponent really well on the edge of the junction, and players remonstrate after that one. And there's definitely a lot of feeling in this game, despite the 20-point margin as we tick over 9.5 gone in the final term.
Templestowe are going to have to really go some to take the premiership here at this point. They need 4 goals, and they're not going to find them with these stoppages in the Knox forward line. So yet another ball up there where the 50 meets the boundary line. Good tackle led by Carter, wrapped up once again, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a repeat of the final moments of that third quarter with all these stoppages in this the White Horse Road end of Walker Park. Another good tackle. It actually spills free this time. Trying to take space was Templestowe. They're trying to burst through here. Davis it was, but his kick was cut off by Britton. Once again, he's started to work his way into the game as Gareth Britton kicks it from the wing. It's a high ball. Oh, no mark taken as the Flyers went up. Walton was there, tapped it out. In goes Lachlan. Oh, he just fished the ball out, but lost possession of it. That was well done by Templestowe to just prevent him from getting away, and a good tackle there as well. So another ball up there on the corner of the centre square.
Still one more game to come today. The senior grand final between South Belgrave and Ringwood from just about 2:15. Of course, you can join Matt Fodia, Gavin Casey, and the team for that one.
Oh, Gareth Britton, just good use of the body there. Disposed of Schwarzer on the wing now. Stacks on the mill again.
Almost right on the Eastland logo too.
Yep.
Proud partners of the Eastern Football League. Football Netball League for many years, rather. Up goes the football. It's the Templestowe play to get at the sit of it. Capsalis was in there again for Knox. He's buried under it all. We'll go again in true centre wing. So, I mean, it's been really that sort of day, hasn't it? Plenty of ball-ups around the ground. Knox to bring it out the back. Open space ahead of Holst if he can get onto it, but he can't. Instead, it's Reed. Gets it to a teammate. And now it's McLeod, but he's over the line on centre wing right in front of the interchange benches. So another boundary throw in to come here. And the footy will come spinning back into play. Yes, it does. And it's a good throw in too. Knox, Ruck and Carroll almost had the sit for it. Speaking of sit, there's a lot of players sitting on the ground, or perhaps on their backs. We'll have another ball up pretty much in the exact same spot of where the ball came into play.
So, Templestowe, the task is before them. 20-point margin. Shoving his opponent off the ball there was that Templestowe player. It wasn't Magamez, it was Pellet, I think. But Knox get it back inside forward 50 with a high ball. It spills out the back for Holst. But just the one behind for Knox. Stretches it to a 21-point margin here. Knox 7-10, 52 to Templestowe 5-1, 31.
Probably a handy point too. I feel like perhaps this quarter might be a little bit shorter than usual.
You'd think
on account
so.
of the fact that not many goals have been scored as we...
Well, it was a good mark there taken on this exit from defensive 50 for Templestowe, and a decent kick inside forward 50, but a good punch away there. That was Britton, and they work it out over the boundary line right in front of the Templestowe interchange bench.
Right on the junction there, Jared.
Indeed. So 13.5 minutes gone in this final quarter. Taking it out of the ruck strongly was Carroll, but his kick was intercepted there by Sakis. Sakis gets a centering ball, running onto it there now was Daly. Kicks it in front of himself, picks it up. That was well done. Uses his speed well, and not quite. Taking it was Mustafa, and it's Walton once again to get the clearing kick. Now it's come to Witten. High spiralling ball. McLeod couldn't quite take it. It's a 2-on-1 situation there. Scooped up now by Pryor. Gets the pass off. And an intercept mark taken by Carter. Lachlan Carter, Templestowe to go forward again. Mustafa, heavy contest. Couldn't quite take it. Pillett, his kick was ineffective. Mustafa pushed his opponent in the back. And just as Templestowe were threatening, silly free kick given away there by Mustafa, who's clearly, visibly angry with himself. So Knox go forward again. No mark taken. No, yeah, no, there was a mark taken.
There is a mark taken indeed. And, well, Knox, they pretty much have control of this contest now. It's Copsalis right near the Eastland logo. Sends it down the line. The players fly. And taking the mark comfortably is the man who I very much enjoyed calling, Bradley Wild. He's got to load up. He's got a big kick ahead of him, probably kicking 51 on the 45-degree angle. And I reckon he's got the distance from here, Jared. What do you reckon?
Yeah, he's definitely showed that he's got a good boot on him today.
In he comes. The 102 on the left. It's a big kick. It's well wide, though. Has someone taken the mark? Yes, they have! A fantastic grab. Worthy of the perfect kick inside.
I think it's Woodward over there. Sam Woodward. The number 40.
Yes, indeed. So it's Woodward on a much tighter angle on this occasion. And this might just bury the Dockers with this kick. Woodward comes in. And he's hit the woodwork. The right goalpost. As we head to 16 minutes in the final term here, we're into red time.
Indeed. So on the kick in here, that was a good take of space there by Sakis, but his kick, nearly intercepted. It's mostly Knox with the numbers as they try and work this contest out. Let's come back to Walton, and he takes the kick inside forward 50, 2-on-1 situation there. Wild was one of them. And Templestowe to take it away once again. This time Mazzarotti hasn't really worked his way into the game. Arguably one of their more important players. Hasn't fired today. Taratuda tackled, spun, holding the ball. And Knox sensed blood. They're going to have their one hand. They've got one hand on the Premiership Cup at this point. One hand and four fingers if they go forward again and kick a goal. Stuckey goes to ground. That did look like it hurt. It's going to spill out here for Witten. Just set himself well, took a careful kick. Back to Stuckey and now to McGowan. This time of the Joel variety. In fact, no, Braden. There are three McGowans out there, to be clear. Joel, Braden and Troy.
So some family celebrations tonight. Due for sure.
Indeed.
So, play continues. And some players moving around the outer side, but it's going to go out of bounds. And play will finally come to the broadcast side. It hasn't been around that much all day. Rees kicks to Schwarzer. And then Schwarzer tried to find the intended target in Mustafa. He gathers, goes for a target, goes for home in the forward line. And a great mark taken.
Is this Cantwell? No, it's not. It's
Remington.
Remington.
So he takes a ripping grab and, well, no idea how much time is left. But this one will be put forward and drifts right. The wind takes it.
Gee.
The footy gods serving some things up to the Dockers.
And, a polite way to say it.
The footy gods just not too happy. Perhaps, yeah, a very interesting overcast day. There's only a bit of blue sky breaking through here at Walker Park.
It'll be interesting to see how the seniors of South Belgrave and Ringwood deal with the conditions later on today. The game starts at 2:20 as the Knox reserves. As I said before, they've got one hand on the Premiership Cup as they work it forward once again. Stopped there briefly by Carter. Onto it now, Sakis. He's played well, Jeremy Sakis. Battled manfully back in the in the back line for the Dockers. But it looks like it's going to be a dirty day for Templestowe. Dockers fans everywhere not particularly happy given the result last night as well. I had to mention, as a Collingwood supporter,
You
of
must
course.
be a Collingwood fan.
How could you tell?
I wonder if there are any Collingwood fans within the Templestowe camp as well. Be rubbing salt into the wound somewhat.
Walton.
High up and under kick. And the scrap emerges. It's been that way all day. Everybody onto the footy like seagulls to a chip. Kick towards the boundary line. Bounces. It's picked up by that Dockers player. Does well to keep it in. Sending it down the line. Only as far as Walton there.
That should have been a down the field free kick as Chris Davis was knocked over.
But Walton sends it back to the top of the Eastland logo. Carroll's down. Up to a bit of a knock. The Dockers will enter inside 50 again through Ebzery, or no, not quite. Davies has got open space ahead of him. Thought about going for home, but goes across the face. Can someone get a mark? No, they can't. As Knox will try and move it out the outer side of the ground. And do just that. Kicks down the line. Just hovering. All hitting the deck. Templestowe still showing some great fight, as they have done all day. And the mark is comfortably taken there again.
That's out in the full.
Oh, no. Almost. It was comfortably taken, but it was out of bounds, Jack.
Indeed. So as we're ticking down, we're well within red time now. And it is going to be red time. It's going to be the time of the Knox Falcons once the siren goes, because they are up 22 points. The margin 7-11-53 to Templestowe 5-1-31. Knox have been supreme all day. The Dockers, they've had their chances, haven't quite taken them when they've gone forward. Bit of a skirmish on the wing. It's very scrappy out there. Good tackle laid by Ayoub. Haven't called his name all day, or much all day at least. Indiana Forgan as well at the bottom of that pack. Haven't called his name either. And we'll get a ball up now.
So footy goes up. Who was at the sit? Out the back there is Harrowell, who's had plenty of the ball there for the Dockers. And then he gets a free kick for a high tackle. Gets it off to a teammate, but that is all she wrote. The Falcons are premiers from 2022 Eastland Division 2 reserves. Here's the song.
Falcon boys are winners. Falcon boys are we. Falcon boys are fearsome as to me. We never fight or quarrel. We never disagree. And the password of the Falcons is strive for victory. So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus. Now Falcons on the ball. Good old Knox Falcons, we're champions, you agree. Knox Falcons is the team that plays to win for you and me. So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus, Knox Falcons on the ball. Good old Knox Falcons, we're champions, you agree. Knox Falcons is the team that plays to win for you and me.
Busy soon.
done back-to-back games and spent. Oh dear. Alright, I won't advertise coffee then. That's good to know. Thank you.
Templestowe, if you can make your way to the far side of the dais, we'll get the presentation underway.
I know something else I just asked.
Congratulations to both sides on a great season, a great finals campaign and a great game. Presenting the awards today for the Eastern Football Netball League is Bruce Atkinson. The first medal will be the blue ribbon medal for the best on ground, and the winner is from Knox, number 17, Nathan Pryor. Straight into the good things. Number 2, Tim Lachlan. Number 5, Brett Holst. Number 6, Jackson Crawford. Number 9, Declan Griffin. Number 10, Nathan Canning. Number 12, Indiana Forgan. Number 15, Matthew Stein. Usually wears 49, but listed as 14, Jaden Homan. The blue ribbon medalist, number 17, Nathan Pryor. Number 19, Tom Walton. Number 21, Adam Witten. Number 25, Joel McGowan. Number 28, Braden McGowan. Number 30, Troy McGowan. Number 38, Alexi Kapsalis. Number 40, Sam Woodward. Number 44, Alex Karapidis. Number 45, Gareth Britton. Number 50, Lachlan Walsh. Number 55, Daniel Strapp. Number 57, Lachlan Fain. Number 102, Bradley Wild.
Really active.
The two emergencies, Jack Moses and Ben Krieger. Assistant coaches, Rodney and Brett Kay. Team manager, Paul Blair. Premiership co-captains, number 27, Liam Carroll. And number 34, Luke Evans. and the coach, Justin Reeves.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank the league. It's great that you're at league finals after a couple of tough years. Everyone's loving being back out here this time of year, and great turnout. Thanks to the Mitcham Footy Club last month, been real hospitable. Tiger Burgers are amazing. Thanks for having us. I definitely have to. To Templestowe, you boys have had an amazing final series. Be proud of your efforts. Choco, the boys, you had them up and about, mate. If you bring that next season, I can't see you boys, I'll stand here, okay? So thank you, thanks for the day. Quick thank you to, there's so many old things, but I'll do it back at the club, but just for all our trainers, conditioning staff, team managers, footy department, ops, everyone, we love it. The footy committee, everyone. Our families, wives, girlfriends, kids, we're away from home a lot, so it means the world to us that we get to follow our dreams and be here and enjoy these days. So thank you all. And to these boys, what can I say? I love yous all!
The Division 2 Reserves Premierships for 2022, Knox.